The LG V20 user here, and today I'm doing a video on the Alcatel 3C, guys. So the Alcatel 3C has officially been introduced by Alcatel here. So here's the phone right here. I'm on phonearena.com here. Showing you guys the phone here. It's a nice looking phone in my opinion. It looks like it has like a glossy back to it, so it looks really nice. It's a big ass phone, as you guys see right here in the title. Says Alcatel 3C officially introduced with 6-inch HD plus display Android Nougat. Alright, so it's pretty fucking cool, so let's go check this out. It says TCL confirmed early this month it would unveil new smartphones at Mobile World Congress in late February. The Chinese company hinted to 3 new smartphone lineups: Alcatel 5, Alcatel 3, and Alcatel 1. These 3 smartphones have been mentioned by TCL in the announcement, each belonging to the one of the Alcatel series to be introduced next month: Alcatel 5, Alcatel 3V, Alcatel 1X. Alright. Today, TCL launched yet another Android smartphone, the cheap Alcatel 3C. It's the first handset to feature an 18:9 aspect ratio display. The Alcatel 3C was introduced in Italy and is likely to go and sell in other European markets by the end of the month. It's yet unclear whether or not TCL will bring it to the United States as well, but we do know the price will just cost 130 euros, I guess, or pounds. It's 130 pounds or 130 euros. I think it's pounds. I think it's 130 pounds. I think it's one. Yeah, I think it's pounds there. That's not euros. I think it's British pounds there. So yeah. The Alcatel 3C has modest specs, but it does come with some features that are usually meant for mid-range devices. For an example, the smartphone includes a rear-mounted fingerprint sensor and sports a large 6-inch HD plus display with 1440 by 720 pixels resolution and 18:9 aspect ratio. So that's a fucking win right there. Let's continue that. So the Alcatel 3C has 6-inch display, HD plus display, 1440 by 720p, and 18:9 aspect ratio. When it comes to hardware, it looks like TCL has decided to go with a 1.3 GHz quad-core MediaTek MT8321 processor, coupled with 1 GB of RAM and 16 GB of expandable storage. Alcatel 3C packs 8 megapixel rear-facing camera and the secondary 5 megapixel selfie camera. Alright. It's powered by a 3000 mAh battery and runs 7.0 Nougat out the box. Alcatel 3C features dual SIM support and comes in 3 colors: black, blue, or gold. Alright. And you guys can go to that website there. That shit's in Italian there. So if you guys want to check that out, if you guys want to check out this site right here, yeah, check it out. I think it's in Italian, so just or whatever language it's in. So yeah, Alcatel 3C. It's a nice phone. But there's one downside of this fucking phone. Right here. 1 GB of RAM. Look at that right here. 1 GB of RAM. Look at this shit. Everything else seems good, right? Android Nougat, it's 7.0, but hey, it's better than nothing. Hopefully I'll get awarded, hopefully. We'll see about that. 6-inch display, HD plus display, 18:9 aspect ratio, expandable storage, but it has micro SD card slot. 16 GB is not too bad. This is a budget phone. 3000 mAh battery, fingerprint sensor, available in 3 colors. I wonder what the gold one looks like. I wonder what the gold one looks like, dude. That shit probably look badass. It's dual SIM, so it's pretty nice there. 8 megapixel rear-facing camera, 5 megapixel front camera, not too bad. But the only thing I don't like about this phone is, you guys can see right there, I highlighted it there. 1 GB of RAM, guys. That's very disappointing. It's 2018, guys. And I cannot believe that manufacturers are still releasing phones with 1 GB of RAM. It's so fucking ridiculous. It's it's fucking ancient as fuck. 1 GB of RAM. You can't run Nougat smoothly on 1 GB of RAM. You can't do it. You just can't. It might. I mean, I'm sure the user experience is not gonna be great on this phone because 1 GB of RAM. That's just fucking sucks, man. But everything else is pretty decent, man. 1 GB of RAM. That's like the thing I don't like about this fucking phone. It's 130 pounds, I guess. I guess I don't know. But the only thing I don't like about this thing, like I said, 1 GB of RAM, you can't fucking do shit with 1 GB of RAM anymore. That's obsolete. 2 GB of RAM should be like the lowest end right now. 2 GB of RAM should be the lowest end. 3 GB of RAM should be creeping up in the mid-range budget phone area. Then 4, 6, 8 GB of RAM should be the flagships. So, don't know why Alcatel put 1 GB of RAM in here. I think they should at least like 2 GB of RAM, at least 2. 1 GB of RAM, it's gonna make the user experience shitty as fuck. It's gonna make it shit. I mean, it's a nice fucking phone. You're gonna put 1 GB of RAM in that sweet phone right there. The phone looks beautiful right there. I mean, I wonder what it looks like, in real life. Or these are just pictures of the phone, but this phone looks very nice. It looks like it has like a glossy back to it there. It does have a fingerprint sensor, so that's a fucking win right there. There's no word if this phone will come to the US or not. No word. So, yeah. So I'm gonna see how much 130 pounds is. I think that's 130 pounds. It's not euros. So, let's see what we get here. I think it's pounds though. I think it's pounds. Let's see. Pounds. What? Hold on. Is Italy on here? Let's see. Italy. I bet you British pounds all the way at the top. British pound. Let's see. They got Bitcoin on there. British pound. Let's see. I think it's British pound. I think. Let's type in 130. So if my calculations is correct, it will be $179 for the Alcatel 3C. If it was in the US or whatever, it's $179. It's $179 US dollars. I'm guessing it's British pound. I guess. And let's see how much the PPI is on that fucking 3C there. So let's see how much that is. So we have like a 1440p. What the hell? So got a 6-inch display, 6.0, 1440, 1140, 1440, 720. You're looking at 268 PPI there for the Alcatel 3C. So not too bad. So yeah, I was trying to find the conversion of the PPI calculator and couldn't find it. So I think it's about $179 US dollars for this phone. There's no word this one will come to the US or not. There's no word if it will. I think this is a very nice phone. It does have a fingerprint sensor, so that's a win. It looks very nice. It has pretty decent specs on it. But the only thing I don't like about this phone that has 1GB of RAM on there, I think that's just pitiful for 2018 standards in my opinion. Obviously, you guys will agree with that because 1GB of RAM, you can't do shit with 1GB of RAM. You can't do shit. You can't. Nougat Nougat has a lot of features on it, and the 1GB of RAM is not gonna fucking do it. I get that this is a budget phone, but come on, at least put 2GB of RAM in this thing. At least put 2, not 1, but 2 at least. Shit, man. This is ridiculous, man. So it says the Alcatel 360 was introduced in Italy, so that's where it's going to be sold in Italy. Then it's going to be sold in other European markets like Spain and England and all those other countries there. There's no word if it will come to the U.S. But if it does come to the U.S., I could say it'd be about 180 because that's how much 130 is. I think that this is British pound. That's 130 equals 179 U.S. dollars here. So about 180 U.S. So not too bad. But the bad thing is 1GB of RAM. That's the only bad thing about this phone. But other than that, the phone specs are pretty decent, guys. I mean, you can't really ask much. You can't really ask much more for $180. I mean, you're getting a 6-inch display. You're getting HD plus display, 1440 by 720p. That's about 283 ppi there, or something like that, or 268 ppi. I think it's 268. So not too bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst either. It does come in 3 colors. Black, blue, and gold. I wonder what the gold one looks like. I bet it looks pretty nice. The camera specs on that pretty decent. 8 megapixel rear-facing camera, 5 megapixel front camera. It has a MediaTek processor in there. It's quad-core 1.3 gigahertz. It does have SD card slot, so that's a win. It's dual SIM, so that's nice. If it comes to the U.S., it probably comes prepaid here in the U.S. I don't see why it couldn't. If this phone does come to the U.S., I could see T-Mobile picking this phone up. I could see Cricket picking it up. I could see maybe Straight Talk, Metro PCS, maybe Boost or Virgin maybe get this phone. Who knows if this phone will come to the U.S.? Who knows? There's no word if it'll come to the U.S. But it's gonna be sold in Europe and those countries there, so just keep that in mind. It's a nice phone in my opinion, though. I mean, for $180 US, it's not that bad. But the only thing I don't like about it, guys, as I say for like the minth time now, 1GB of RAM in 2018, it's not acceptable. It's not. You can't do shit with 1GB of RAM in 2018. It's not gonna function smooth. It's gonna lag like a bit. So Alcatel, they slapped a 6-inch display on this thing with 1GB of RAM. Are you fuck that? No. I'd say don't get this phone because of the 1GB of RAM. I say don't get this phone because of that. But other than that, the specs are not that bad. They're decent specs. You know what I'm saying? So if this phone does come to the US, would you guys pick up the Alcatel 3C if it does come to the US? So what do you guys think about the Alcatel 3C? In my opinion, it's a beautiful phone. It has decent specs. It has a fingerprint sensor, 6-inch display, SD card slot, Android Nougat. And then it looks like it has like a glossy finish to the back of it. But the only thing I like about it, 1GB of RAM, miss me with that shit. So what do you guys think about the Alcatel 3C, guys? So if you guys enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, guys. It really helps me out a lot. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.